Let's investigate just a little bit about why patriotic socialism is a mistake. Let's take a look at this piece by Lenin, Lessons of the Commune. The bourgeoisie had formed a government of national defense, and the proletariat had to fight for national independence under its leadership. Actually, it was a government of national betrayal, which saw its mission in fighting the Paris proletariat. But the proletariat, blinded by patriotic illusions, did not perceive this. The patriotic idea had its origin in the Great Revolution of the 18th century. It swayed the minds of the socialists of the Commune. And Blanqui, for example, undoubtedly a revolutionary and ardent supporter of socialism, could find no better title for his newspaper than The Bourgeois Cry, "The country is in danger." Combining contradictory tasks, patriotism and socialism, was the fatal mistake of the French socialists. In the Manifesto of the International, issued in September 1870, Marx had warned the French proletariat against being misled by a false national idea. The Great Revolution, class antagonisms had sharpened, and whereas at that time the struggle against the whole European reaction united the entire revolutionary nation, now the proletariat could no longer combine its interests with the interests of other classes hostile to it. Let the bourgeoisie bear the responsibility for the national humiliation. The task of the proletariat was to fight for the social emancipation of labor from the yoke of the bourgeoisie. These sacrifices of the Commune, heavy as they were, are made up for by its significance for the general struggle of the proletariat. It stirred the socialist movement throughout Europe. It demonstrated the strength of civil war. It dispelled patriotic illusions and destroyed the naive belief in any effort of the bourgeoisie for common national aims. The Commune taught the European proletariat to pose concretely the tasks of the socialist revolution. The lesson learnt by the proletariat will not be forgotten. The working class will make use of it as it is already done in Russia during the December uprising. The Social Democrats were able to shatter the common national and patriotic delusions of the young proletariat. And later, when the Manifesto of October 17th had been wrested from the Tsar due to their direct intervention, the proletariat began vigorous preparations for the next inevitable phase of the revolution, the armed uprising. Having shed common national illusions, it concentrated its class forces in its own mass organizations, the Soviets of workers and soldiers' deputies, etc. And notwithstanding all the differences in the aims and tasks of the Russian Revolution, compared with the French Revolution of 1871, the Russian proletariat had to resort to the same method of struggle as the first used by the Paris Commune, civil war. Mindful of the lessons of the Commune, it knew that the proletariat should not ignore peaceful methods of struggle. They serve its ordinary day-to-day interests. They are necessary in periods of preparation for revolution, but it must never be forgotten that in certain conditions, the class struggle assumes the form of armed conflict, and on Lenin goes. This is a very short piece. Please check it out on Marxist.org. I'll put a link into the description. I was not able to read the whole thing for time and relevance sake, but do check it out. It's very valuable and interesting. Solidarity, comrades.